Welcome back. This is episode 70 of the What Do We Do podcast. And as we approach the 12 days of Christmas, I'm going to give you the 12 things you should do before year end to help you wrap up your year and put a bow on it before it's too late. It's going to be a great show, so let's go.
Welcome to What Do We Do? A podcast discussing wealth management and financial planning featuring key leaders in our communities. Hosted by founder and CEO of Great Lakes Wealth, Dewey Stephan. Tune in to hear how you can plan for and live your best life.
Okay, well, we're back talking about year-end financial planning. There are the 12 days of Christmas. We're going to go with the 12 necessary points of financial planning before year end. If you do not do this before the clock strikes 12 on December 31st, too bad. So sad. So as we always say at Great Lakes Wealth, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. And so today's hacks are going to be things that you can do to make sure your financial house is in order before year end. The first on our list is making sure that you spend all the way down your FSA. That's flexible spending account or flexible spending arrangement, but FSA, and there's also an HSA. But make sure for the FSAs that you do have that spent by year end, or if you don't spend it, you lose it. So I won't go into what the FSA or HSA is for today's podcast, but know that with the FSA, if you do not use it by year end, you lose any unspent balance. So very important that you take a look and spend it or lose it. Okay, number 2 on our list to take care of before year end is your RMD, required minimum distribution. For those 72 and a half, you have until December 31st to take your RMD, required minimum distribution, out of your IRAs. If you do not take them out, you are subject to taxes and penalties for not doing what the IRS would like you to do. And number 3 on our list to take care of before year end would be your qualified charitable distributions. Your QCDs from your IRAs may reduce the amount of tax owed when you do your taxes in the spring, so make sure you look at and take care of any qualified charitable distributions out of your IRA. And number 4 on our list is along those same lines. Our prepayment of charitable gifts will maybe help you in your aggregate of your taxable donations to charities and some tax advantages that you may receive when you do your tax return in the spring. So please make sure to talk to your accountant, your accounting professional, about if you should prepay your charitable gifts before year end. Number 5 on our list has to do with your employer benefits. Usually it's December that you have your open enrollment at your company. And so you have the next 30 days to go ahead and confirm that what you're currently set up for in your health care and your other benefits package is what you would like it to be for the next year. So maybe you're now married and you went from single insurance to family insurance. Maybe you have some other changes that you'd like to consider for your employee benefits from your employer. So go ahead and make sure you have everything set it, and forget it before December 31st. Okay, well, next on our list is number 6, and this is along the same lines. This is your 401k, 403b, and even your IRA contributions before year end. Through your 401k and 403b, if you're under age 50, you can contribute $20,500 before year end. And if you're 50 and over, you can do a catch-up provision so you can actually deposit up to $27,000 by year end. If you don't do it, after the first of the year is too late. With IRAs, you actually have until next April 15th to do 2022, and in January you can actually start 2023. So we recommend right now, while the markets are down and everything else going on, go ahead and fully fund your 2022 IRA or Roth IRA contributions to take advantage of the low markets as well as the deadlines that are fast approaching. And number 7 on our list also has to deal with IRAs and Roth IRAs. This is consider doing a Roth conversion. We've talked about this in the past. With the markets being down, you may qualify to take your current IRA and convert it to a Roth IRA, basically prepaying the taxes on that account balance now so that you'll have tax-free growth and distributions later in life. Again, speak to your financial professional, talk to your accountant, make sure you understand exactly what's happening. But if you can handle it and it makes some sense, this is a fantastic hack to take care of before year end. Okay, number 8 on our list of things to do before year end has to do with this thing called tax harvest of losses. We just finished Thanksgiving for 2022, and now that we're approaching the rest of the holiday season, the word of harvest makes perfect sense. And as it relates to your investments this year, with so many things being down, and we've talked about this before, it is a great time to sell your losses and harvest them for future dates. If you happen to have gains this year, you can use any losses to offset those gains. Otherwise, you can take the losses, put them on the shelf, and then you will also have a $3,000 deduction you can take on this year's taxes and any future years, as well as match them up against future gains. Again, talk to your financial professional for your specific situation, but make sure you harvest your tax losses before December 31st. Number 9 on our list is to plan for life events. If you have a medical deductible and you have until the end of the year to get to that maxed out deductible until everything else is covered, guess what? You have 30 days left. So try and schedule all of those medical appointments and procedures. Might be a little too late. Most of the doctors are probably booked till year end, but you don't get if you don't ask. So make sure anything in your life that you need to have kind of wrapped up is taken care of before December 31st in your life planning situation. Number 10 on our list is to review your estate plan. There will be some things that you might want to do after the first of the year, but for right now, review your estate plan, understand who the powers of attorney are, understand who will be where and what, how, and why, including your will, your trust, your healthcare directives, the rest of it. And so if you set it up now and review it now before the end of the year, it'll help you have a great start to the new year. And number 11 on our list is on the same lines of number 10, which is to review your insurance policies and coverage. Again, as the year has come to a close, understanding your wages, understanding your liabilities, understanding purchases, the values of your assets, please just go ahead and review your life insurance policies, other insurance policies, including your home, your auto. This is a friendly reminder to check your insurance coverage to make sure it makes sense for who you are and where you are. If you're renting, you can get renter's insurance. If you're owning, make sure the value of your home may have changed, probably gone higher. Make sure the coverage on your dwelling is the same that you want it to be, not what it was 2 or 3 years ago. Okay, and number 12 on your list of things to take care of on your financial planning journey before year end would be to review your beneficiaries. If you have a 401k or 403b, if you have IRAs or Roth IRAs, you want to make sure that the beneficiaries that you have listed are the same ones that you want to be on there from the past. If you set them up and then now you're divorced, if you set them up and now have a child or more children, you want to make sure that if something were to happen to you, that the beneficiaries listed are in fact the ones that you would want to receive those assets. They can also be on your TOD or transfer on death accounts. They can also be on other assets that you have. So just again, make sure that anything out there that can have a beneficiary assigned to it is up to date. You absolutely should check this once a year. And if you have a change in circumstance, you actually should go ahead and fix that even throughout the year. But this is a friendly reminder that every year, make sure that you take care of your beneficiary designations in case something tragic were to happen to you. Well, there you have it. There are 12 financial checklist items that you should absolutely consider taking care of before year end. As you know, life happens. So the more that you're prepared, the better off everything will be. And again, today's episode is all about planning for the future. And along those lines, this is season 3, episode 7, number 70. And I'm so excited to share that we now have over 1.5 total views on social media with over 50,000 direct downloads of the What Do We Do podcast. We are so thankful for you, our audience. We want you to continue to listen and to watch. We ask you to share. We ask you to subscribe. Please tell a friend, leave a comment. The more that you let us know and share it, the more and the farther that we can go. So with that, I want to thank you for tuning in. And as we always say, live your best life, be radically generous, a great big booyah to ya. And as we approach the holidays, have a wonderful holiday season and just getting started.
The opinions expressed in this program are for general information purposes only and are not intended to provide specific advice or recommendations for any individual or any specific security. It's only intended to provide education about the financial industry. To determine which investments may be appropriate for you, consult your financial advisor prior to investing. Any past performance discussed during this program is no guarantee of future results. Any indices referenced for comparison are unmanaged and cannot be invested into directly. As always, please remember investing involves risks and possible loss of principal capital. Please seek advice from a licensed professional.